Hello. Today I am going to speak to you about memetics and memetic sex. Enjoy good, clean, memetic sex. You can think of conversation as a kind of mental sex that produces ideas rather than physical offspring. To produce good ideas, though, it's best to follow a few rules of memetic hygiene. Memes are self-reproducing ideas. According to the theory of memetics, they act like genes by using our minds to replicate themselves, just as our genes use our bodies to do so. Examples of memes are tunes, ideas, catchphrases, clothes fashions, ways of making pots, or of building arches. Just as genes propagate themselves in a gene pool by leaping from body to body via sperm or eggs, so memes propagate themselves in a meme pool by leaping from brain to brain via a process which, in the broad sense, can be called imitation, sex of ideas. Good, clean, fulfilling memetic sex is the birthright of anyone with a brain, so it's important to educate yourself about memetic sexual hygiene. Memetic counterparts of gender and sexual orientation are complicated. From a memetic standpoint, we are all intersexual beings. Everyone is able to both transmit and receive ideas, although some people have a stronger tendency toward one than they do another. You might say that we are all memetic hermaphrodites. Seek partners outside your family. Inbreeding is sex between two individuals that are genetically too similar, and it often produces low-quality offspring. For example, Hollywood is incestuous. Seek partners within your species. Conversely, some people try to memetically mate outside their memetic species. For example, a rabid, analog, synth fan, and a model, railroad, train, enthusiast are relatively mutually infertile. Broaden your taste. Generalists are flexible because they don't have fetishes or specialties themes ills. They can enjoy memetic sex with other generalists and also with specialists of all kinds. Generalists are, in short, memetic sluts. And they have a great time, but you don't have to be a memetic slut to benefit from broadening your tastes. Ta-ta-ta-ta-tract-ta-tat. Practice safe sex. Much as in the biological realm, you can prevent not only unwanted conceptions but also the viruses in two basic ways: abstinence and condoms. Abstinence means something like moving to a monastery, taking a vow of silence, and reading nothing but the book. Wearing a mental condom is more practical and consists of exercising your skepticism, cynicism, irony, and humor. The memetic virgin, or autodidact, is more likely to produce horrendous doggerel or massive treatise proving that pi equals 3 than someone who has had regular memetic intercourse, in this case, education. Insists on satisfying sex. XXX. The memetic equivalent of orgasm is the aha or respect people's boundaries, otherwise known as TMI. Have lots of kids. As the world moves from using forests for idea storage to ever more efficient electronic devices, there will cease to be any correspondence between the biosphere's population problem and the idiosphere. Thus, although it's not always a good idea in the physical world, in the idiosphere, the more memes or mind children, the merrier. Host memetic orgies. Remember that old friends are like old lovers, memetically speaking. Consider a memetic marriage, the safest memetic sex of all, and yet often the most satisfying, can be found with a long-term memetic partner. Fucking. Super. Deep relaxation. Relax, super deep relax. Realize. Recognize. Super deep relaxation. Deep relaxation. Consider having a memetic orgy today. Goodbye.